What's up guys, and welcome to, I guess, a very special ORAS video. You could say it's very special, but welcome to the 100th video covering a Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire I'm uploading to my channel. 100 videos in about, when did the games get revealed? March time? I think it was March time. So 100 videos in about 5 or 6 months, 6, 7, 8 months, I don't know exactly. So there's a lot of videos, to be honest. There's a lot of videos, but I thought I'd do something different, something special for the 100th video rather than just having being another Mega Evolution speculation or another sort of, analysis or whatever. We are going to be looking at my top 10 things I'm hyped for in a Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. So I guess let's just, kick this list off with number 10. The 10th thing, or the top 10th thing, this is sort of a jokey one, I thought I'd throw out there, is Pico, Mr. Briny. I'm really hyped to see Mr. Briny and Pico come back again, because in the original games they weren't huge characters, but they were little funny characters. They weren't, well, not so funny, but little sort of quirky characters. Pico is just a wing girl, which obviously we're going to tease Patters about, because Patters, it's wing girl Patters, whatever, we're gonna lay into him for that. And this, wing girl's a nice thing in this community anyway. Mr. Briny is a cool character too. Obviously, you save him, so it's going to be interesting to see maybe Pico flying about Mr. Briny, something like that. And obviously, Mr. Briny and Pico on their boat. We've seen some sort of cutscene, transition shots of the boat and how, I guess, how they move from near Petalburg to Duford to Stateport, etc. So I'm really hyped to see some sort of more shots of that. Pico obviously flying alongside the ship, which looks really cool, actually to include sort of a little details like that are really what get me hyped and stuff for a game. But that's really a trivial one there, it's not obviously going to be a reason why I buy the game just to see Pico. But it's just a little funny thing I put there. So let's move on to number 9. Now we get into serious stuff. So number 9 is I put contest / cosplay Pikachu. I've never really been a huge fan of contests, to be honest. In the original games, you never really played them at all. I played them a bit in Emerald actually. In Diamond Pearl Platinum, I really didn't give a shit about them. And then when it came through into Generation 5, and we had, in Heart Gold Silver there was a Pokéathlon, which I liked a bit more because it's more sort of actually engaging and stuff to do. But then Generation 5 came along with the contests again, or some form of contest, I can't remember what it was exactly. I really hated that, I didn't like it at all. And in Gen 6 we haven't really got any contests to my knowledge that I can think of, off the top of my head at least, so there's nothing much there. But I am sort of a bit hyped about seeing the contest return, seeing how they're going to adapt it to actually making me making it a bit more engaging this time, rather than just sort of being there, because they weren't really fun to me in the first place. I mean, I played them and they were alright, but they weren't they weren't fun, they weren't engaging, there was no action, so maybe they'll put a bit of action this time. And obviously, we've got Mega Evolution coming along in the contest now, so that's going to be interesting to see how that sort of builds into the whole contest thing, and seeing how that affects things here and there and why, and everything like that. And as I mentioned, cosplay Pikachu, I really want to see how that sort of turns out. First off, how you actually get the cosplay Pikachu. Is it going to be sort of in-game event? Is it going to be a Wi-Fi event, something like that? But I'm not sure. I'm interested to see how that's going to pan out with the cosplay Pikachu and stuff. So, contest and cosplay Pikachu are at number 9. Then, at number 8, we have Secret Bases. Just higher than Contest for me, because Secret Bases seem to have a lot more functionality in the remakes, with the gym leaders, with going to your friends, Secret Bases, setting up your own gym and stuff like that, as I've said. I'm really hyped to see how it's going to turn out. Not so from my viewpoint, but from doing stuff with viewers and stuff like that. Will be really interesting to see how that sort of helps, I guess in a community. It's more of a community thing. I was never really a big fan of the Secret Bases in the original games, because I had no friends that also had the game in real life, so I had no friends Secret Bases to go to. So the Secret Bases are more like a room where I just put stuff. Like, there was nothing really about, if you guys get what I mean there. There was no reason for me to use the Secret Bases, apart from just decorating. So, I'm just to see how well I'll sort of adapt to Secret Bases, how much are we going to use them in these remakes, to see if really it's going to be something I use or not, I guess. But I'm interested to see how other people use it as well. Like, people could obviously make gyms in it, you can make a series out of that, so, I'm just interested to see how the whole community sort of reacts to the Secret Bases and stuff like that. Then, at number 7, we have the generic general Hone in 3D. So I'm really interested, really hyped to see Hone in 3D. I played it in 2D back in Ruby Sapphire Emerald. I want to see it in 3D. I want to see it in 3D. I want to see Mount Chimney rise above me in 3D. I want to see, obviously, the battles in 3D. Obviously, the overworld is not really in 3D, if you guys get what I mean. But, yeah, well, it's not in 3D as in the actual 3D. It's more in 3D environment. So that's going to be cool anyway. But obviously, in the game battles, they actually have the actual 3D. It's going to be cool too. And obviously, as I talk a bit later on, cutscenes as well, hopefully they'll be in 3D, which are going to look awesome. I'm just really... Hone is going to be... It's going to look amazing, guys. It's going to look amazing. So, you know, Hone looked beautiful in the first place. Imagine it in 3D with the better graphics on the 3DS. Oh, it's going to look glorious. It's going to look glorious. So, that's number 7. Then, at number 6, I have Team Aqua and Team Magma and their Mega Evolutions, looking particularly here at Archie and Maxie with their Mega Camera-Ups and Mega Sharpedo. And obviously Archie has his Mega Anchor and Maxie has the Mega Glasses. I don't know why I'm interested to see this, but I'm hyped to see how they're going to make them, how they're going to put them in battles and stuff, whether they're going to use them in every single battle they have, whether it's just going to be in the final battle versus them, whether they're going to have any backstory about Mega Evolution, like whether they're going to say, like, oh, I got this Mega from so-and-so, or, you know, I got this Mega Anchor from my father who passed it down. I don't know, guys, I'm making stuff up. But you get what I mean, whether there's going to be any sort of storyline or, you know, plot line behind that, and stuff like that, really. I'm really hyped to see it as well. Obviously, we had Mega Evolutions used by enemy trainers in X and Y. We had Lysandra, Champion Diantha, and obviously then your rival. I think that was the only 3 trainers that use Mega Evolution, so at least with the introduction of these evil team leaders. Oh, well, Lysandra had them anyway, you know, but he was still an evil team leader, but we have more now, I guess. So it's going to be interesting to see how we get a few more Megas rolling, maybe make the battles a bit harder as well. Then at number 5, I have Steven as the champion. Now, I don't know if you guys will remember or have heard it before, but the way my sort of career of playing Pokemon worked is I got Fire Red Leaf Green, or Fire Red rather, and I went straight to Emerald. I never went back to Ruby and Sapphire. So Emerald was the first home game I played, and I didn't really play Ruby and Sapphire at all, fully, until like recently. But obviously I knew the storyline because it's fairly similar to Emerald and stuff. There's weren't a huge amount of changes, but there were enough, okay? So I never saw Steven as champion. I never saw Steven as champion. The champion for me, for home region, was always Wallace. Or, you know, obviously I knew it was Steven as well, but I never actually faced against him, if you guys understand that. So I'm really, really hyped to see Steven as champion, see how he, sort of, as well as the champion, progresses through the storyline, has his plot, and stuff like that, sort of see how he interacts with you throughout the story, whether he tells you he's the champion straight up, or whether he keeps it a secret, something like that. And obviously he has the Mega Metagross too, which is going to be amazingly awesome to see in that champion battle. I can't wait to see his champion room too, to see how like awesome that looks. I can see it being a huge dome sort of area. I'm not even sure what it's going to look like, but I'm just imagining how awesome it would be. So I'm really, really hyped to see that as well. So, then at number 4, I have the possibility of an after game. We still don't know what the after game is going to look like for Mega and Sapphire. Ruby and Sapphire didn't have much of an after game, to be honest. You had the ability to catch Rayquaza, I think, and that was pretty much it. There was maybe 1 or 2 things, but apart from that, that was it. There was no like actual storyline afterwards. I'm interested to see if there's going to be a storyline, possibly behind Mega Rayquaza, possibly behind Deoxys or Jirachi. Maybe they'll be available straight up. Maybe it'll be part of an event at some point, rather than not DLC, but an event. Maybe something to do with Moss Deep Space Center. Stuff like that, guys. I'm really just interested to see what they're going to do with the after game. X and Y after game was lacking a lot. They know that, so hopefully they're going to build on the after game in a Mega and Sapphire to really sort of keep people playing the game after they've beaten it. Because obviously the after game was a big, wasn't really a complaint, but it was a letdown for a lot of people from X and Y. So I know lots of people would prefer to have, you know, a longer after game in a Mega Sapphire. Maybe this involves, you know, maybe stretching the storyline out, maybe, you know, Team Magma does disband after you defeat Groudon. Maybe they do something else, or, you know, maybe there's a few members sort of sitting around doing a few things, like have a Team Rocket in Fire Red Leaf Green. Stuff like that, guys. So, you know, obviously Fire Red Leaf Green added on the Sevilla Islands when the remakes were made, so maybe a Mega and Sapphire we're gonna add in something similar. Who knows? But I'm really sort of interested to see if they're going to do anything with that, or anything along those lines, I guess. Then, at number 3, I have the Hidden Megas. The Hidden Megas. when X and Y came out, we knew of a good amount of the Megas straight up, but a lot of the Megas were only revealed, or we only knew about when the game started leaking or when we started playing the games. So some of them weren't revealed, like, you know, officially until the games were actually out. So there's bound to be some for Omega Ruby Sapphire 2 that we won't know about until the games are out. So I'm really, really hyped to see what these hidden Megas are going to be. Whether, you know, they're just going to pop out of us, you know, just, oh, have this Mega Stone randomly, and then we'll, you know, get to actually. Obviously, it comes out in America early, so people in Europe are going to get it spoiled, unfortunately. But you know, people playing it first up are going to have the chance to, you know, find these Megas and to be like, oh my god, a new Mega Evolution! I didn't even know about this sort of thing. Whereas if it was like Mega Slowbro, we already know about Mega Slowbro. So it's more of just that, oh, okay, this thing, sort of thing. Whereas if it's a completely new Mega that no one's seen before, or, you know, just being put in the game, hidden in the code sort of thing, then it's going to be a real shock, and everyone's going to be like, whoa! Plus, obviously, Mega Evolutions are they're really interesting to find out about in the first place, what sort of, you know, stuff about. So obviously, while everyone's playing the games in America, I'll be making analysis videos on these new Megas that are coming out and stuff like that, most likely. You guys get what I mean there, hidden Megas that are in the game, and sort of, maybe there'll be some that last for ages that no one finds for a bit, who knows? Who knows, guys? Number 2, I have, as I mentioned earlier with the Honin 3D, I have cutscenes. I'm really hyped to see all the cutscenes in, hopefully 3D, and I'm really hyped to see them anyway, how awesome they look. So, cutscene wise, we have possibly something in your house. I believe from the live stream the other day, there's some, I don't know if you call them cutscenes or not, or different camera angles. Different camera angles and cutscenes is what I'm going to put for number 2, actually. So, you know, how the camera moves around you as you go to different areas, and also the cutscenes for when Primal Groudon awakens, when, you know, stuff like that, guys. So, surrounding, obviously, Primal Groudon, Primal Koga, and obviously, possibly Mega Rayquaza too. Some cutscenes like that, that would be awesome. I'm imagining, you know, top of Sky Pillar, you awaken Rayquaza, and it Mega Evolves right in front of you guys. Something like that, I don't know, guys. Something along those lines. I'm really hyped to see the cutscenes, whether they're in 3D or not. I'm guessing they're going to be in 3D because they were in X and Y. But I'm really hyped to see them nonetheless because they're going to look amazing. Oh my god, they're going to look so good. They're going to look so good. I can't, guys. They're going to look brilliant. They're going to look brilliant. So, we come to number 1. What is the number 1 thing I am hyped, or the most thing, not the only thing, but the number 1, the thing I'm most hyped for ORAS? I am saying the storyline. It's a bit of a weird one, but this is for me personally. I'm really hyped to see how the storyline is going to go down. Sort of the lore behind you know, Primal Groudon, Primal Koga, Mega Rayquaza. I want to see how they become primal, whether it's by the orbs, whether it's by, you know, some other power thing. You know, I've been speculating about this for months, guys. I really want to know the answer. I'm really hyped to find the answer. I just want to know. I want to know, guys. I want to know. Obviously, Mega Rayquaza brings in even more lore now, because then we, you know, how does Rayquaza Mega Evolve? How did it Mega Evolve in the first place? Stuff like that, guys. Oh my god. I can't contain it. I cannot contain it. I just want to know how this happens, and how the Primals become Primals, and how the Mega Rayquaza becomes Mega Rayquaza, and everything like that, guys. I just want the lore. Obviously, there's all the stuff behind Steven as well, and how he's researching this Mega Evolutions, Mega Stones, how the Keystones come to be in Hone and whatnot. I just want to know. I just want to know, guys. And that's why I'm most hyped for the storyline and everything like that. The plot, the story, the lore, everything like that behind that for Mega Ruby Sapphire. So, guys, that's it for my top 10 things for, you know, top 10 things I'm hyped about for ORAS. What are you most hyped for ORAS? Let me know down below in the comment section. You most want to see new Mega Evolutions? Do you want to see Primal Groudon, Primal Koga most? Do you want to see the 3D cutscenes most? Do you want to see contests most? Secret bases? Just let me know down in the comment section, guys, what you're most hyped about for ORAS, and tell me why. And I guess I'll check you out in the comment section, see if anyone has the same sort of shares as me. Who knows? Who knows, guys? But if you enjoyed the video, guys, don't forget to smash the like button there to show support for the series and the 100th episode of ORAS on my channel, or ORAS coverage on my channel. And I guess I'll be seeing you in episode 101. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be seeing you next time. Goodbye, my friends.